Good morning. Today from Burgenland in Eisenstadt. That's the capital of our most eastern region of Austria. I'm here in the capital to call for NATO membership. You won't be surprised. It's a very nice place. This is the bus station. I came by bus because there is a railway strike from the Austrian trade unions. Very unjustified, by the way. And here I'm in this most eastern part. It's very close to Hungary, and it was part of Hungary actually until the Austrian-Hungarian Empire broke up, and then this part was given to Austria actually in the negotiations in Saint-Germain, and that was basically the division of the empire back then, and it was very bloody and complicated division. We lost the southern part of Tyrol and we got the Burgenland. That was basically an eastward shift of Austria because of Italian pressure basically. And then after Austria lost the German-speaking territories in Italy, what is today Italy, I showed you in Bozen, then they were compensated by the German-speaking parts of Hungary here, what was called German West Hungary at that time. Yeah, that's the history of this beautiful region, and of course it was very complicated division back then, and it's very beautiful here actually. This is the old town of this beautiful city, and it's not very big city, so let's not exaggerate, but it is very beautiful, renovated. But now traveling by bus from Vienna, I see a lot of poverty in Burgenland. And the governor of Burgenland, Mr. Doskozil, he actually has the tenacity to try to be the Chancellor of Austria. That's very beautiful. Also, so Eisenstadt itself is really well developed. I like it. But given that this Burgenland is really the poorest part of Austria, I cannot really see his claim for fame to be the Chancellor. But nevertheless, that may be as it may be. But it's very beautiful here. Eisenstadt, it's my first time to be here in Eisenstadt. To my best recollection, I was in Burgenland several times, but never in Eisenstadt. Look, the people. This is really very nice city here now. I'm just have to walk here a bit through. They have too many cars at the main square, but whatever, that is often the case. Yes. It's quite beautiful. I like it. It has this typical Central European charm. It looks, you know, many Hungarian and Serbian cities look like that. And of course it's now well renovated. I mean, we are now in European Union. EU funding was very, very positive. The main square really looks very nice. I want to give you a bit of an overview also for me to get some idea. This is a typical, like in Linz, like many cities, like in Vienna, all cities have this for overcoming the pestilencia. And here you see the infrastructure. It's now pedestrianized. The cars are only here, I guess, in the morning during the logistics times. And here we are in this beautiful state of Burgenland. I'm not confused, not get me wrong, but nevertheless I'm not in Sombor or somewhere else. What I want to make clear today is that I'm for Burgenland to be in NATO, and all these fragile areas where there is also still obviously a complicated relation with Hungary. Hungary is in NATO. Here we have the Croatians, also a minority of Croatians and of Hungarians in the border regions, because in falling empires you can never make the division line obviously ethnically so clear if not using a lot of violence and injustice. And so there was a very complicated division process. And here I show you this one. There was 2 restoration efforts of Kaiser Karl. There was 2 republics declared in between Burgenland at that time. So this turbulent year 1919, especially the communist takeover in Hungary and the restoration efforts of Karl and the complicated division lines and, you know, the Italian messing and all these American efforts to make a just peace, which was almost impossible to do, and their approximation for justice being very complicated with French, Italian, British messing, the Soviets trying to take over Hungary and later Germany and Austria, the supply situation, the economic disaster in post-war Vienna and Austria, and everywhere in Central Europe there was hunger and crisis, and of course the effort to try to make justice. This is the palace of the Esterhazy, to my best knowledge. I don't know where there's the government palace, but this is the most famous family. They are, to my best knowledge, still a major landowner of Burgenland, this region. I think that's the palace. I think it's really the palace of the palace still, and owned by this heiress of the Esterhazy fortune. I'm not very much briefed in that one. That also looks very nice. This is very good. I'm really sorry I don't have my NATO flag here today to lift it. Yeah, that's the castle, the old town, so you get some impression how things are here. I will obviously call for NATO membership and make some photos now. Thanks a lot, and more to come from Pax Europiana, this time from Burgenland. Bye!